Hey y'all, this is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be testing out the Covergirl Revolution Eyeshadow Palette. But before we get into that, make sure that you hit that big red subscribe button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that thumbs up button anytime during the video if you like what you're watching. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the other day on the Covergirl Instagram page, I saw that they had 4 new eyeshadow palettes that were being sold, I think exclusively at Walmart. I can't find them anywhere else, not even on the Covergirl website. This is the one that I decided to get. This is the Revolution Eyeshadow Palette. They also have the Ascension Eyeshadow Palette, the Overthrown, and the Rain eyeshadow palette. This was the one though that I felt like the colors spoke to me a little bit more. This was a more warm toned palette, but it has like a lot of pops of color in it. However, I wasn't as big of a fan of the actual palette, the packaging for this one. I'm not really one for red. The Ascension, I think that I liked that one the best. I have tried this out once. I tried it out a couple nights ago and I really liked it, so I wanted to come on here and to create a look and to show you guys how this eyeshadow palette works so that you can decide if you would like to buy it for yourself. So it is $14.98. Covergirl is a little bit up there when it comes to drugstore pricing. It comes with 12 shades. The pans are kind of varying sizes. Some of the more transitional shades are a little bit bigger. One of the things though about this palette, I kind of feel like there's a lot of wasted space in here. But I feel like you could have made the pan sizes a little bit bigger because this to me is just a bunch of wasted space. One great thing about this palette though is it has a gigantic mirror. Like you can definitely fit your whole face into that mirror. So dang it. I'm a little like all over the place because I am filming this before I go into work, so I've never filmed a video before having to go into work. I usually film when I come home, so I have the rest of the day free. I'm good, I'm relaxed, but I do have several things that I need to do today, so I was like, ooh, let me do this before I go to work. I did already prime my eyelids. I used the Femme Couture Get Covered concealer. I'm going to go ahead in with the shade Bare It All down here, and I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer. That shade is very powdery. Alright, so the next shade that I'm going to go into is the shade Ruthless right here. This one, there's like no kick up in the pan. There was a lot for Bare It All, but pretty much none for Ruthless. And this one's pretty pigmented, I noticed the other day when I used this for the first time, so you don't actually need a whole lot on your brush. Alright, so then I'm going to take the shade Dare. This one it's one of those, it's kind of a brown matte shade with a little bit of gold shimmer in it. I'm going to grab that with a bit of a denser brush and I'm going to darken up the outer edges. I think I'm going to take the shade Day One. It's like the smallest pan in the palette, but that is this kind of goldenrod shimmer shade right there. I'm going to put that all over my lid. So I'm going in with just a brush first, dry brush, not my fingers. Ooh. Okay, so I really like that shade a lot. It is really soft, so I can see that being like one of the first ones that you run out of in this palette. The only thing about this palette, one of the first kind of negatives that I'm seeing about the actual shades is that there isn't really a good shade to use as like an inner corner or brow bone highlight. There's not really a light shimmer shade or even a light matte shade. So I'm going to go ahead and go down to the lower lashes because I'm going to go back into that shade Brazen. That was the first shade that we used in the crease. That blue is kind of calling my name. I think I want to run the blue along my waterline. This shade right here called Soot and Sparkle. So because this didn't really have much of a highlighting shade, I'm kind of putting that gold in the corner and along the tear ducts. Alright, so that is the eye look. I'm going to go ahead and put some mascara on and then we will wrap this up. Alright, so there we go. This is the final look that I created. It actually went a little bit differently than I anticipated it to go. I was going to do the exact same look that I did the other day, and this is what came out. So I really like it though. I actually like this better than what I did the other day, which I know you have no frame of reference. My final thoughts on this palette, I quite enjoy it. Now that I'm thinking, I don't know that I've ever tried any CoverGirl eyeshadow. I really like this eyeshadow. I've never tried their formula. I really enjoy it. It's $14.98 for 12 shades, which is a pretty good deal. It's not the least expensive that you could find, but I do think that this is a nice palette and I think that it's well worth the $14.98. A little worried about the sizes of some of the pans, and as far as the wasted space, I feel like I said before, I feel like they could have either put more shades in here, like another row right there, or they could have put bigger pan sizes. I kind of forgot to show you all of the packaging. So that is the front. On the back, they have all the shades, which was nice because these were sealed shut, so I wasn't able to open to look at it. So it was nice to have the actual shades, not just shade names, but the actual pictures of them on the back to see which one I liked and which one I wanted to get. I actually really like it. The matte shades are very pigmented. The shimmer shades I was able to use with just a dry brush. I'm sure you can kick up the intensity even more with a wet brush or with your finger. I quite enjoy this. I would say that I enjoy the formula of these better than the Avengers one that I just did, the Ulta Beauty Avengers eyeshadow palette. That one I was a little disappointed in, but I actually really like this one and I would highly recommend this palette. This is available only at Walmart. I was able to get mine in the store, but it is also available online at walmart.com. So that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. So that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.